Howdy folks, hope you're doing well and staying safe. There's a new CV in the works. It's HMS Theseus. She was actually a real boat. She was decommissioned and sold for scrap in Scotland in 1962. But she was a real World War II light aircraft carrier after the Magnificent class. And actually, this is where HMCS Magnificent came from, Canada. We had one of these as well. She is by design out of the box, not OP. The videos that I think people are looking at and seeing how well she's doing, like getting the entire damage record, that's based on a certain set of skills, like equipment, consumables, and what you do as a captain. And you basically need a 21-point captain to get up there, in my opinion. But we'll go through that, I'll show you. But when you do build it correctly, you cannot get deplaned. You just constantly have more and more planes. In fact, one little setting gets you an extra 1/3 extra aircraft for the bomber, skip bomber. So it's important to go through it. Do I like it? Yeah. Am I great at CVs? Full disclosure, no, I'm not. If you want to know who's good at CVs, go ask Shep. But anyway, armor 19 mil, very, very thin, 21 down here. She does, let me just go up here, have a 25 millimeter deck, which is fantastic, and no real citadel to speak of. So yeah, she's anyway, it is what it is, but she's got an armored deck, so she can stop most battleships, lower tiers and whatnot, up tier 8, from plunging fire. Hey, 47.6 and 13% torpedo protection. The torpedo protection's not that good. Aircraft, let's go through it. She's got 2 flights of torpedo bombers. You get 4 aircraft in total. The torpedoes are dead slow. They're 2.4 kilometers for range, and they're 30 knots. You can't really shoot anything from behind, anything at all. So you got to get it from the side if possible. So you're attacking with these mostly from the side, or you want to paint them down the middle. Because they do launch 4 torpedoes each time they do that. So it's actually quite good. So far, I got to say, the speed is awesome on these. Skip bombers, they are deadly. If you add a certain skill, you go from getting 4 planes to getting 6 planes. They do a 68% fire chance and 11,700 damage per. They are naughty, and they are a lot of fun. Again, you come from the side, not the bow. Airstrikes for subs, every 25 seconds. They've got a 7-kilometer range. They're automatic. You don't control it, basically, so you're fine. Maneuverability, we won't talk about we'll talk about A because it's an aircraft carrier. 26.3 knots and 10 on ownership. Guys, just so you know, I was getting chased down at that speed from a Yamato. So, she's slow. 10.2 for detectability at sea, and 12.2 if you're on fire. 8.7 if you are detected by the air. So be careful what you do when you place yourself. All right, let's go into equipment. All right, I take air group modification because air squadron's return speed is 20%. They get back to the aircraft carrier 20% quicker. That is very important to me because you don't want to... I was getting deplaned in the later half of the game when I first got the boat. Squadron engine boost duration, extra 10%. That does help. Then you do get torpedo bomber modification, +5 for torpedo bomber attacking time. It's awesome. It slows it down to get direct going quicker. Torpedo bombing modification 2. Torpedo bomber's HP goes up an extra 7.5%. I take concealment. You can take flight control modifications. Aircraft preparation -5. Maximum number of aircraft on the deck is 2. I actually do take that one now. By the time I was making this video, I was doing more testing. So take that one instead. I think it's better than concealment. Your concealment goes up to something like 11.4. It's not a big deal. Those are the flags I take. Pretty straightforward for an aircraft carrier to me. Now we'll go over to exterior. Look at that. I take the standard camo flag. It's our department at Wargaming does a phenomenal job. By the way, that's the same, like I said, as HMCS Magnificent. So it reminds me of the photos I've seen of her in the old Bond adventure. The old Bonnie. All right, captain skills. Improve engine boost, an extra 5%. I take this because it gives me 10% in total. Air supremacy, an extra -5% aircraft preparation time. Again, speeds my squadron's coming back up. I do take torpedo bomber. This one, the torpedo aiming distance is -10, plus the other one, so the reticle shrinks in quicker, so I can aim quicker. Improve engines, 2.5%. Squadron speed, it does increase it by 2.5%. At 222 knots, it makes a difference. Aircraft specialist. This is repair consumables, action time, +10. I didn't see the rest, I apologize, but you got the idea. And then I take site stabilization. This helps up with the actual every bomber, skip bomber. I take everything that's based for aircraft to get them up in the air and get them going. Now, these two are coming up very important to me. This is continuous AA damage reduction by -11.5%. I take Survivability Expert because it gives all my aircraft an extra 25% per tier. So it's 8 times 25 HP. You can take Proximity Fuse. I do not. That's me because I want this one. 25% reduction in continuous AA shells from the enemy. That really does... If you had an AA, it's now gone. So I was going to get into what's it good for. Okay, so far I've played co-op. I've played operations. I've played randoms. It is a lot of fun in all of them. You're not going to get a lot of damage in co-op because the games don't last that long, but it is what it is. Now, in operations, it's pure fun. Like, pure fun. They'll do any of the operations. I've done several. I can't remember which ones off the top of my head. Don't get Nare. But there are even the hard ones that did really well, and I was enjoying that. Randoms, what you have to learn about this is comes to skip bombers. I typically do a drop, and I hit the F button and go back, and then do torpedo. And then I do the next one being skip bombs, then torpedoes, skip bombs. I'm constantly flowing through squadrons. If I do want to keep the squadrons every once in a while when I get another drop because I might be able to kill somebody, you're still going to have planes you come back. Doesn't matter. I do not get deplaned now with this methodology. It's fantastic. And you just keep rotating them. I also like to get a little close with it, but not too close. Like I said, I got chased down by the Yamato. He knew I was in front of him. It was like, oops. So it was kind of a bad thing, and I knew he was going to catch up to me. Thank God Satsuma, my team, decided to peg him from the other side of the map. And it was funny that a Yamato got to come all the way through after me. And yes, it was a horrible game. But we still won. So at the end of the day, I think this is a good boat. If you got the money for it, great. Get it if you want. Grind for it. I decided to do the whole doubloon thing because I wanted to see what it's like. I'm having fun with this. I'm not a CV player, full disclosure, but I pick CVs, I buy them, or I get them, or I grind for them so I can play them, learn them, and learn how to fight against them. Just like submarines. I know a lot of you guys hate submarines, they hate CVs. Start playing them because you got to know how to play them in order to know how to beat them. All right? So, anyway, let me know down below. Give me some comments. Are you doing the draw in the event to get it? And by the way, the new patch coming out looks fantastic. It's going to be a little overwhelming, their 9th anniversary patch. But hey, I'm going to sit here and do this. I'm going to play some more. Like I said, hit the like button, the subscribe button, because we're about to pass 140,000 subscribers. I really want to thank everyone. But as always, take care, stay safe, and I will say this one is going to be worth buying. All right? Bye for now.